Hi guys, welcome back to the 30 and 30 vlogs in 30 days here on Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike, and today we've got a pretty easy day for us as we get ready this week for some major projects coming right around the bend. Now we've got more weather on the way, hopefully towards the end of the week, so it kind of gives us a pretty short time frame in which to get a whole lot done. So what I'm using today for is a big day to just prepare for that and get things set up in the right place. So we have two major projects for today, and one is to do some sampling of some feed. Now this is something that's hugely important to the ranch, and you can do it with FBN, Farmers Business Network. Free feed sampling for members, and membership is free as well. So head on over to fbn.com, because like we always say, you can't manage what you don't measure. And if you don't know what kind of nutrition is in your feed, you're SOL. Now you can get feed from Tractor Supply or your local feed store or even FBN, and they'll send you a slip that, or with the feed, that actually shows you what exactly is in that feed, protein wise, magnesium, selenium, whatever else might be in there. It's gonna say on the tag, but sometimes if you're getting hay from your pasture, you don't know what the protein level may be of that hay. You may not know what nutrients are within it. Also, we run into the same problem with getting food from the mill, directly from Dakota Mills. While they know rough protein levels, we want to get a little bit more perfected. We want to get down to the science of it. So we're going to actually be sending some samples off to a laboratory in Dodge City, Kansas, who's going to come back with us with information all about our feed. Now we're feeding two types of feed to our steers, which is what we're worrying about today. Our feedlot operation is now up and running. We've got a whole lot to do to it over the next couple weeks, but we need to get set up for success. So since the direction of the ranch has changed from a cow-calf operation to a direct consumer operation, we are still cow-calf, but now we're keeping those calves here on the ranch. We're finishing them here on the ranch. We're processing them locally at a USDA processor. They come right back to the ranch where they're for sale to the consumer. We want to make sure that we're doing the best for our animals and the best for our customers. So we have to get a sample of everything that the cows eat. And in order to do that, we've got a couple tools that make it a whole lot easier. Actually, just one. And this one, if you don't have one of these and you're sampling hay, oh man, I gotta tell you, this is the best way to do it. This is just a hay sample tool. Hooks up to a drill, you just go right into the bale, you get your sample and send it off. Now we're gonna do about 15 different samples from 15 different bales so we get a good average, but I'll show you how to do it on one. And then also we're gonna get a sample of our corn, oats, and barley. We call it COB. Is an equal mixture of all three, but we want to know what protein levels and stuff like that we're looking for. Then we are going to go move our steers actually to this side of the road. We're going to put them in some storage corrals, some holding corrals, while we get busy doing a whole bunch of work in their area, building a whole new feedlot system. And we need them out of the way while we do it. So we're going to move them into a new holding area, and then we're going to come back at the end of the video. I'm going to tell you why this stuff is so important and what we're going to be testing. We'll get it packaged up and we'll get it sent off to FBN and their laboratories so that we can know exactly what we're feeding and why. So that's our plan for today. Pretty simple. It's pretty late in the day. The sun will be setting in about an hour and a half or so we don't have a whole lot of time, and the wind is kicking up to about 50 miles an hour. So it's not a great day to move cows, but we're going to see if this works. Hopefully we can get it done. So we're going to head out with our tools. I'm going to grab a drill. And really any type of drill will work, but I like to use a hammer drill for this just in case you do need a little extra snort to get into a really tight bale. This is our sampler. It's very simple to use and very easy to take apart and get, if you had fingernails it is, to get everything else, get everything out of it that you need. There we go. So we'll put this into the bale. It'll get filled up with the hay that we need, and then we'll be able to extract it out and then get it in the bag ready to go. This is our sample kit. Now, like I said, it's free from FBN. They will send this to you and you can sample your feed and get everything taken care of. So they send you 2 bags in each thing, and then there's an instruction sheet that shows you how to test pastures, hay, silage, in a bunker, in a silo, grain, bulk feed, ingredients, and rations from bunk. And then you can test it for nitrates, all kinds of cool stuff, and make sure that you're getting, like I said, the best for your animals. So we are going to take 1 bag with us now because we're going to go out and get our hay sample, which is right outside. And actually, we'll just leave this in here because I think we'll be able to bring it back and get all set up. I look like a Terminator from the future. Or maybe an alien coming down for a little probing. And I've heard the wind is crazy everywhere in the US right now. It is just nuts. Friends of mine in Texas have said it's blowing like crazy. Alaska, the wind's blowing. I'm ready for summer, I tell you what. All right, so here we are at our bale. We've got our probe, and all we have to do is really just drill right in the side of the bale. And this thing is now full of a hay sample. It's that simple. Like I said, we do it about 15 different times, 15 different bales. We mix it all together, and then we take our sample out of that. But for now, I'll just show you how to do this one because I really don't want to go down to the hay yard right now. And like I said, this is super simple. We just insert this in here. And these kits always come with a rod to push out the straw in our sample, in the hay, I guess I should say. Now this is that pasture hay from Missouri that's been testing relatively well. And we shall find out. So that's what it looks like, and that's our first sample to be heading off. Our next sample is even easier because I don't have to go out and get 15 different samples of this from 15 different bales. Really, all I need is a sample of what we're getting from the mill. So if I was at the mill testing, I'd probably do this from a bunch of different areas, maybe within the elevator. But because I'm not, we're just going to use what we have in our bin and get a good sample out of that. And there we go. Corn, oats, and barley, ready to send off and check for all the nutrients in here. Back out here at our work table. And there we go. We try to keep everything as clean as possible with as little contaminants as possible. And then of course we have to fill out the front of these things. Basically the producer's name, date, sample, who took the sample, and really what test you want run is the most important thing. And the sheet here from Farmers Business Network is what is going to help you out. So check out Farmers Business Network. This is all free. This is a free service to help farmers and ranchers make sure that we're feeding the best that we can to our animals. So take advantage of this, fbn.com. Check it out. Talk to my friend Riley over there and get set up, because this will help you out. Whether you're feeding cows, steers, horses, goats, pigs, whatever it may be, they're able to test that food for you and make sure that you're going to get the optimal amount that you can. And I'm going to come back here in a little bit and I'm going to tell you how FBN is going to help you do that. But in the meantime, we got to go jump on some four-wheelers and we got to bring in some steers and get them moved out of there so that we are set up for tomorrow to get to some real work. I'm going to give Jeff a holler here and see if he can give us a hand. Hey Jeff, this is Mike.
Go ahead.
Hey, what are you up to?
Waiting for this tank to fill.
You're waiting for a tank to fill?
Yeah, this one up in the corral.
All right, when you get done with that, you want to help me move some steers?
Yeah, this is half full. You want me to just shut it off until we get them here?
Yeah, why not? Do you have a four-wheeler?
Yeah, come get it.
All right, I'm gonna check some tires and light some fires. What? I said I had to check some tires. All right, guys, we're heading across the road to grab our steers. We're gonna be putting them in a trailer and moving them about 300 feet across the highway and into some holding corrals. Jeff just took off running somewhere. Not exactly sure where he went, but... Oh, there he is. Ready? All right, let's go. You know, I like moving steers and cows and stuff, but when it's like 85,
Yeah.
no wind, sun shining, how come we never move cows that time of year?
You're hurt. I don't know.
Okay, now that we're in here, all those cows out there, including Doof and that steer, need to go back down in the alleyway. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. That's where they gotta go. Right back there. Let's go! Come on, let's go! Come on! Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go! Come on! Come on, let's go! Okay, so we pushed all the steers up and the bull up into this barn. Jeff is in there now with a four-wheeler, and he's gonna try to move them down this makeshift alley we just made here and into where we want them. They're all in. Now the fun part. You all right? I think the wind went down.
Now?
You want green or red?
Don't matter to me.
All right, Matt, I'm gonna need you to drive around and make sure there's nobody else back here. I don't want to, check the dump, all that. Just make sure we don't have any steers. Awesome, thank you. All right, you ready to load?
You bet.
Until we get Doof out of here, my suggestion would be to bring a four-wheeler in
Okay.
Just because I don't want him to run over somebody.
Okay.
Prefer, you know, you,
Yeah.
because he wouldn't run over me because he likes me.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm worried about him running over one of the other steers.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you?
I'm like a rodeo clown. I just sashay out of the way, you know.
Well, you better get your butt in here. Did you just say you can sashay?
I did. Haven't you seen them rodeo clowns sashay?
Now I don't know what to think. Everybody's locked in a little tiny little pen. And I say we just open it up and see what happens. Maybe they'll go in.
Yeah, there's no place to go but in the trailer.
Careful. Come on. Go. Oh, one goes again. Here you go, bud. We'll edit that together so it looks like we did it.
It's like a clock.
All right, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on, guys. Here we go. Come on. All right. We still got room. Turn the corner. There you go. All right. Cool. Let's take these ones across, jump them off.
I've got gates open from the tub around the outside all the way to the upper corral. So all they gotta go is,
Oh, you want to back up to the chute and let them in?
oh,
That way?
It's easier just to put them in, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta unchain that high gate then.
No, we can let them in, and then we can pull out, turn around, come right back out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go do that.
Going through the gates at the end of the...
Yeah, I'll drive. I'll show you.
Yeah, you...
All right, Matt, you're with us, or you're gonna drive the gator?
Yeah.
Okay. We got over half inside here, so that's good. They're a little cramped in there, but we're not going too far, so they should be relatively okay. All right, that was fun.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Did you say okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's your story. Stick to it. Your legs okay?
Yeah, I got a little smushed in there.
So, heard.
on, kids.
Down beside the trailer.
They might not come out. Come on. All right, just close that one. That went smoothly. All those guys know where they're going. And they've all been here before. In their youth anyway, they spent some time in that very same corral as silly little weanling calves.
You have a bottle of Ivermectin somewhere?
Yeah, it's in there, but we'll grab it when we come back over. We'll just stop right about here and.
We're just gonna do it as he just before he got in the tree.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We all have thoughts. I do like the fact that you're thinking ahead. Or trying to think ahead of me.
Learning.
Well, and that also means like I can trust you to just go and do something. Like honestly, I don't even know if I have to be here.
Please be here.
All right, take two. Okay, Jeff pointed out this is round 2, not take 2. Is he going to be able to fit his fat butt through that?
Might.
Can you go ahead and pull it? What do you think? Should I move over a little bit?
Well, it might stop him for a minute. But he can push his man, I don't know. That's tight.
I'll move over. I'll move over.
All right.
In case anybody ever wondered, that's why we paint these posts red so that you can line up where you need to. If it was just another white post, it would blend in with the rest of the fence. So, good idea. Red posts. Did you know that, Jeff?
Exactly what I did this morning.
You painted it red?
No, I followed the line to the red.
One more to go. Come on, kids. Let's go. Come on, that's everybody. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. Everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Let's go. That almost looked like we knew what we were doing. Huh?
That was smooth.
Yeah. Good job, Matt. I'm giving you all the credit for that one. All right, we're gonna stop by. We're gonna throw some Ivermec on Doof because he looks very thinning. So he's got some mites or something going on him, but we haven't had a chance to get him in and get some ivermectin on him. So we're gonna do that. Steers look okay, but he's definitely got some mites or some parasites or something. So we'll get him medicated, and then we're gonna drop these guys off exactly the same way. So we'll just stop back by the back of the sales barn, and I'll grab that. All right. So I'd give him 2 full syringe fulls down the middle of the back if you can, or you know, just not in the eyes. There you go. Perfect. All right, that easy. That'll help him out quite a bit. The cows still deserve that treatment too. And that's coming up when we sort off heifers, probably, or yeah, sort off heifers for ivermectin. I guess the sun is kind of going away. I don't need sunglasses anymore. All right. Now let's go down here and drop them off. Count. Come on, boys. They're going to be living in here for the next few weeks anyway, while we get the new feedlot done. I think they'll be pretty happy. And Doofus gets to be closer to the girls. Let's hope he doesn't decide to break down a fence to get to one. Oh, really quick. So that white gate up there, we got to make sure that gate is chained pretty damn tight. Even though it's got the lock on it, the little, see the big white gate, or kind of white, because if Doof decides he wants a girlfriend, so we want to make sure that they can't get down into this area. He can't get down here anyway, so we got to make sure we have a good chain. I think there is a chain on it, but we might need to double check, and probably on the other gate too. So we might take those safety chains and just chain the crap out of those gates so that he can't. No funny business. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff. I don't know where Matt ran off to, or I thank him too. Thanks, Matt, when you watch the video. Thanks for your help. All right, we're heading back inside. I'm gonna talk really quick about this whole FBN nutrition testing thing that we're doing, and we'll get you out of here. Okay, I said it before, but this whole feed test deal is free. In fact, it's so free, you don't even have to pay postage. It goes right to the laboratory, your results come back to you, and then here's the great part. FBN will help you design a feed program that's best based on the food that you're feeding already. So we are feeding our steers, they have free access to hay, which we're testing, right there. And we're finishing them on corn, oats, and barley. Now, what FBN is gonna help us do is figure out exactly what else that they may need based on what they're missing from these two different types of feed that will promote growth, that will promote muscles, will promote fat content, all that good stuff. Now, we don't implant, we don't use any steroids on any of our animals, but we do want to make sure that we're doing it the most efficient way that we can. And that's where FBN is going to help us out. When all this comes back, I'm going to share it with you, and we're going to talk about what we're going to supplement these animals with. And that's something we've never done before. But now, since we put all our eggs into this one basket, our direct-to-consumer plan, we've got to do it right. You can't manage what you don't measure. It's that simple. The steers and Doof Vader are now over here. Doof hopefully is locked in and won't go find himself any girlfriends. The steers, the next step that we have to do with these guys, because we already have an A team, we're finishing those guys out for July, we have to pick a new B team. And to do that, we're going to measure them. We're going to weigh them in a whole new way. And that's coming up this week on Our Wyoming Life and the 30 and 30. Thanks for joining us today. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, follow along as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Yesterday was Bambi's birthday. We still don't have a calf from Bambi, but I tell you what, make sure that you go back to that video, leave a comment saying happy birthday to Bambi, because Mackenzie's shirt is going like wildfire. It is on sale on our website. It's a happy birthday Bambi shirt. You can buy it on our website, but we are giving away a very special one to somebody who wished Bambi a happy birthday. We're going to draw that in the next couple days. That shirt will be signed by myself, by Erin, by Mackenzie, and by Bambi. So you will get that directly sent to you from the ranch. So thank you very much, guys. We really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.